Hi, I'm Crescenta, and I've forgotten if I've done my intro or not. I'm doing it now. Hi! And we're back to where we left off last time. I think it's quite entertaining that the animation that comes when you choose where you want to walk is a rod and a horseshoe spinning around it. PA. That runs into the mine's PA system. Do you think it still works? Only one way to find out. Alright, give it a whirl. Is anybody down there? Nothing. Oh, there's no power. Yeah, okay. Even when this old mine was up and running, it was tricky to keep stuff powered. You know, the miners used to have to pay just to run the fans and the lights. Yeah, they got paid in this shitty plastic tokens, cold scrap, you know? And if you want to run the fans for a bit to clear the era, well, you had to put a token in. My parents used to work here, so did Weaver's parents. I guess a lot of folks' parents worked here. Can we power it up? I bet we just have to free up some power for the PA system. Everything is rationed. Here, set that lamp of yours. Set up that lamp of yours and I'll go unplug the ceiling lights. Clears his throat nervously. I heard the speaker back here crackle a bit. It's on now, right? Try to say anything into the mouthpiece. Well, okay, I hear you. We need to measure the echo delay and figure out how deep the tunnels run. Just make some noises. Into the mouthpiece. Why am I yawning so much? Clears his throat. Hums a deep tone into the mouthpiece. Whistle. Oh jeez. That's a long delay. These tunnels run deep. I bet some of them have ruptured or joined with a cave system. And that's a little insight. Alright, I set up my spectrum analyzer. Jeez, I can't speak or read. So just say something into the mouthpiece and you can get a sense for how narrow the mine tunnels are. Don't be shy, just say anything that comes into your head. Tell me a story about something, or what you did have for breakfast today. Here is a story. I used to work doing roof repair. I had breakfast with Lysette. My boss got a really big job out in Louisville. We even fixed up a church roof once. Should have taken us an hour to get there. It seemed like a big project, but doable. But then a thunderstorm hit and it was too late anyhow. But I was too hungover and we were on late. No, thunderstorm. Got it. Looks like the tunnels are pretty cramped. Yeah, low ceilings. Hope you're ready to stoop a bit. Stoop. You're probably used to it, since it's tall. One more test. We just need to know if the air is breathable, or if it's too thin or too dense. Just sit real close to the mouthpiece and breathe. I'll measure the resonance of your breath with the air in the tunnels. Just try and relax. Try to breathe naturally. Conway breathes and think about the road. Conway breathes and remembers a moment when he was younger. Get some pretty strong readings here. I think we're good in shape. Just keep at it for a minute. Conward breathes and visualizes a cold drink. Breathes and relaxes as a pillar of feedback and loose rock engulfs him. Okay. Act 1, Scene 7. ELKHORN Mine. Okie dokie. Jesus, are you alright? What the hell? My leg is stuck. Shit. Okay. I'm gonna pull you out. We have to get you out of here. There we go. Okay? Are you hurt? Can I put any weight on that leg? It's all messed up. Here. Let me see. Let's get you onto the tram. There we go. Now, let's see if that thing has power. Well, okay. There's some luck, right? We should be able to ride this tram right out of the spaghetti. Right out of the auxiliary exits. If there are any, I think there are. What about, jeez, what about Weaver? We'll just find the exit and then figure out what to do from there. That's our first priority. This helps with me nodding into the microphone. So, the controls are over on your side. Let's get moving. Man, Conway looks way bulkier than I thought you were. You look so skinny. Does have skinny arms and legs though. That's a lot of PA speakers. And a robot? Oh, here we are. This may be hard to believe. It's hard for me to believe myself. This whole branch was underwater last I heard. How did it happen? Some careless miner or some unattended machine bored through into an underground lake. The water came in pretty fast and a lot of folks got trapped in the tunnels. I only heard about parts of it, parts of how it went there. Sanitized for the bereaved? You know how these big companies are. There was gossip too. The trapped miners couldn't get the pumps going because the power was rationed, so they shut all the lights off, but even then it wasn't enough. So I guess it was dark when they... Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. It doesn't matter now. Look, this old turntable is still wired up. The controls are dead, but I can use my signal generator to switch tracks if the water hasn't damaged it too much. Or we could just keep heading down this tunnel. All this junk hanging up around the turntable is from the company store. Just junk, you know? The miners would buy it and use it to decorate the place. Or as landmarks, I guess. Hard to know which way is which down here. It's all dim and grey. Shannon connects 2 clip leads from her signal generator to the turntable's electrical panel. We're on the track between the animal bones and the robot, so... The bat feeder and the scarecrow. I have... Ooh, This is fancy. Did we just turn back? Broken track. The tracks are all messed up here. The tram isn't going any further. I wonder what's down that tunnel. Oh yeah, it's broken, so I can't go further. Can you jump off? Okay, no we can't. So, the bat feeder and the scarecrow is a dead end. Turntable. Badoop badoop. Where should we choose? The pendulum and the basket. I'm guessing the initial route, which was the robot or whatever, also might be a dead end. Was that a loot? Okay, let's continue. Jeez, why am I yawning so much? It isn't that weird though, since it's 5:30. 4:30. It's 4:20. Tape player. A dusty reel-to-reel tape player is stashed beneath the track, loaded with tape, but starved for power. Oh, I didn't know those were still down here. What was that? Look, there's a tape player down there, one of those old reel-to-reel setups. When this mine was active, a couple of folk music archivists spent time here recording miners' songs. Real academic, ivory tower types. None of the miners really talked to them much. So they stayed at the margins, observed, took notes, and then sometimes they get someone on a lunch break to sing into their microphone. Then I guess the power company got some kind of interest in the project and gave the archivist some cold script tokens to pay the miners with for their songs. Did your parents sing? Oh, yeah, they sang. They sang in the mine for cold script tokens. Ooh. So this is also a dead end. So I guess the initial way was not a dead end? Question mark? I was right about to ask why there was a bird cage on the cart, but I actually know that. The miners in the good old days often had birds with them because if something happened, if something happened and the air turned unbreathable, the birds noticed it way before the humans did, because they are small and they can't handle that much. Okay, let's turn this thing. So they had birds with them, so if the bird passed out or died, I don't know, I don't remember the exact details, if they died all the time or just passed out, but if there was something wrong with the bird, there was most likely something wrong with the ear as well. And now I realize that I should have tried the other direction on the turntable for the other things, and see if any of the roads going to the left, because the railway goes both to the right and to the left. So I should have checked out if there was anything of interest to the left. Ooh, some other light. Thank God. Okay. Let's poke around here, down here a bit more first. Okay, let's go back. Try the other two ways, and then go to the left. And see if there's anything else cool we can find down here deep in the mine. Deep in the mines of Kentucky. Since it's called Kentucky Route 0, I guess we are in Kentucky. Get back to the turntable. Yes. Bada bim, bada boom. Pendulum and casket first. Yes. Nice, nice. And then we go to the left. Okay. Actually looks like this is going somewhere. Ooh. Another stage. Damn. It's almost totally intact. I thought it would have been destroyed. What is this place? It's a recording studio, basically. Kind of thrown together, but this is where the EQUUS would record. And I guess then they'd sequestered themselves down by that tape deck we found to listen to the recorded songs. And I have an insect flying on my wall. What do you think the EQUUS were after? Data, I guess? Comparing intonation? Subject matter? Diction? Jeez, I don't know words. I know. You know. All those little details that no one really thinks about when they listen to music? Yeah, academics are great at that stuff. Let's get out of here. Let's get up out of here. I can't even do the thing. And the insect is gone. Somewhere. Okay. Keep moving. Riding on a tram. Inside a mine. I am bad at improvisation. Okay. Bada bim, bada boom, pop, billy bop, pop. That's the initial one. That's the other one. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that. I'm pretty sure. Yes. And we go to the left. Yeah, that's where all the speakers are. This one also go down. And I got a hiccup. And it's a dead end. Do you hear that? kind of muffled rumbling. Maybe we're near water. Could be. There was an underground lake around here years ago. I guess that's why they stopped digging so abruptly here. Makes sense though. Man, I really like the art style and like don't like the insects flying around are cool. But yeah, I really like the art style and like the general feel of this game. It's just like so soothing and calm and nice. And animal bones and a robot. Yes. Oh. Okay, let's get out of this cave. Oh. Oh. Actually see the sparks. That's cool. Oh. I saw. Oh, that's giving me goosebumps. That's giving me boo. That's giving me okay, I can't. Okay, that's too scary. I just played a lot of Outlast and I got goosebumps on my freaking legs. Jeez. I got goosebumps on my arms and legs and let's get out of here because I am spooked. Yeah, okay. That tunnel where the tracks were broken. I'd like to take a look down there. Do whatever you need. I'll just wait for you here. Thanks. I'll be right back. Why can't both of you stay together? This is... birdcage. A paper tag hangs from the birdcage by a string. Canary, 25 tokens. Canaries sold at a company store. Did they also sell respirators? No, the bones in the cage. The bird must have been set free. Or maybe the cage was cleaned. There are cardinals at Louisville Zoo. And other birds. Ostriches, eagles, emus. No canaries. Too common? Too small, maybe? But they are starlings. Starlings aren't much bigger than canaries. Ooh, tape reels. A pile of tape reels is jammed into the front of the tram. They must have been thrown on in a rush. The reels are unlabeled. The tape seems decayed. The tape is decayed. Lysette and Ira's son, Charlie, talked about a piece of music he liked with old decaying tapes. What was it called? Something about... Charlie had the most bizarre taste in music. Weird, noisy computer music. Where did he even hear that stuff? Louisville, probably. College? He was a smart kid. Damn pity. Boop, boop, boop. Notebooks. Notebook at the top of this dusty stack is labeled in black marker. The label is dusty and smudged, but it looks like it might say horses. Horses, maybe? Or verses, even? Crude and hurried handwriting, too. Lysette has immaculate handwriting. Pristine and measured cursive. Never a stray mark. For the last several months, she filled out the receipts for each order. Since that young couple complained about the handwriting on the order slip, It's carbon paper anyway. It's bound to wear away over time. If they're so precise about the records, they should put it on the computer anyway. It's very nice and soothing to take off the lights, but I'm afraid some of the miners are just gonna poof out of nowhere. No, I don't want to exit. I want to stay and wait for the lady, which I have forgotten the name of. Can I just like sit here until she comes? Okay, screw it. Let's just like boop. Not just like, but actually do the boop. Oh, there we are. This isn't the shack. The cramped shack is lined with wooden shelves. Dusty stacks of tape reels and notebooks crowd the room, but a bit of moonlight filters through a window near the ceiling. On a small desk in the middle of the room lay 3 notebooks. The red one is labeled J. Marquez, the green one is labeled R. Marquez, and the blue one is unlabeled. Conway opens the blue notebook. The notebook is full of Greek letters and cryptic mathematical formulas. Near the back of the book, what first looks like it might be an esoteric German shorthand is actually a low poem written in anagrams. Open the red notebook. The pages are covered in disorganized notes, some written horizontally and others scribbled vertically into margins. A few pages are lined more evenly and divided up into charts correlating seasons, lyrics, harmonies, and coal holes. Conway opens the green notebook. On each page is a delicately rendered charcoal drawing. Most are portraits of rugged faces. Near the middle of the book there are a few drawings of a young girl in a miner's helmet. She plays along in the minecart tracks, collecting pieces of, oh yeah, this place. The notebooks are labeled Marquez. Your parents are the archivists? No, Weaver's parents are the archivists. My parents were miners. How's the leg? I can walk on it, but it's painful. Oh, I've gotten some painkiller here that could help you out. I got them from a friend when I sprained my wrist installing a security system. You'd better let me drive though. They're pretty strong. Yeah, maybe that's the best. Don't worry, I've been driving since I was 9. I guess I should look for another route to Dogwood Drive. Yeah, alright. Well, maybe asking Weaver about the Zero was the wrong place to start. Maybe we should just ask her for a specific direction. Her answers are complicated enough without a layer of indirection at the question. I saw Weaver at my workshop. That's up north by Lake Nolan, right at Vaxton Peonia. In the back of the bait shop. Pretty glamorous, right? These are the times we live in. She's either up there or back at the farmhouse. Whichever you want to head to first, just let me know. Oh, That's a good scratch. Scratchy, scratchy. I wonder if you've taken other dialogue options, he wouldn't be limping. Lizette's Antiques. I guess this is your truck? Surprised? It's kind of old. No, I'm not surprised. I guess it's an antique too. I think it suits you. Homer. Homer, this is Shannon. Nice to meet you, Homer. Do you help with the driving? Maybe you can help your friend here too. Aww, that's cute. Conway is ready to leave. I've forgotten what they just said about the direction, but I think it's this way. And maybe up here. Maybe up here. And not this direction apparently. Bait shop. Conway and Shannon pull into the bait shop parking lot. Vaulted above the road in a thin steel bar, handwritten sign reads, "Live bait, meadows small and large for stripers, night crawlers, chips and beer." A green flyer hangs loosely from a bit of masking tape at high level. To the shop's right, a dirty parking lot sprawls unevenly into grass and then eventually trees. The bait shop is closed. Enter the side door to Shannon's workshop. Conway and Shannon walk around to the side of the building into the workshop. The walls are lined with cheap metal shelves, loaded precariously with vacuum tubes. Awkwardly shaped metal casings and coffee cans full of electronic components. Shannon leads Conway to the back of the room, where a few TV sets in various stages of disassembly are set up on a rough wooden table. She flips the switch on the power strip they're all plugged into, and the TV sets tremble to life. Conway watches the TV sets. A ghostly white bubble flickers along one of the screens in a rhythmic pattern. Another is just snow. A third, small security monitor in the middle of the table, is oscillating between different shades of black. Conway asks Shannon where she saw Weaver. Shannon points to a small security monitor on the table. The image of the screen is just black, but it seems to be fading slowly, almost imperceptibly, between different shades of black. Shannon tweaks a few knobs on the side of the monitor, but the picture doesn't change. Conway stares directly at the security monitor. The screen is cavernous black. It hums and swells at the pace of the tide. Conway loses track of the workshop walls. They could be inches away or miles. He's adrift on black water, traveling swiftly toward a rocky shore. There should be a lighthouse or a buoy by these rocks. It is too dangerous. Shannon switches off the power strip. Weaver is not here. Then we must go to the farmhouse, which I do think I maybe remember where it is. Think it's here. There it is. What's the horse? That's the farmhouse. I want to check out what's the horse. EQUUS oils. Yes, go to EQUUS oils. Whatever it's called. Act 1, Scene 8. EQUUS oils. Let's talk to Joseph. Who's that? It's me. Oh ho, that sounds like one of the Marquis ladies. Well, I know it's not Remedios. She's back out of Knoxville these days, so... Hello, Shannon. How's the economy treating you? Nice to see you, Joseph. Don't work too hard. It's me. Well, here you are. Where did Mr. Carrington go? Oh yeah, his tow truck came, so he gassed up and left. He's awfully proud of that car. Yeah, I guess he's back out looking for a venue. He said he hoped to run into you again, though, or maybe we'll hear about it on the radio. Keep an ear out for you. Okay, let's go for Shannon once more. Hello, Shannon. How's the economy treating you? My friend is looking for the Zero. Do you know how to get there? Oh yeah, that old delivery driver. What do you think of that guy anyway? Just between us. His hands shake when he's not using them. Yeah, it happens. Too much nerves. Or too much drink. Well, it's like I told him. I can't get you folks to the Zero, but I bet you can get there. Especially now, with the two of you. Okay. Let's get up on out of here to... Conway moves on. Oh, jeez. Why do I have to yawn so much? No, why I have to yawn so much? Because it's early in the morning. It's 14 minutes on Act 1, Scene 9. It's 14 minutes till 5 a.m. Marquez Farmhouse. Bloop. Okay, let's start with the long trek up the dirt road. This is going to take some time, since Mr. Conway has a bad leg. But we will, after some time, reach the house. If he does not stop in the middle of the hill. Oh, so Shannon is gonna help him up the rest of the hill. That's nice. Man, I freaking love this game. I am 100% in love with this game. There's nobody buried here. No? It's decorative, I guess. Or it's art or something. I don't know. Decorative graveyard? Weaver's folk were like that. Not morbid, I mean, but strange. Careless with tragic ideas. Oh, look at that headstone. Marquis. I used to think that was for my parents. Now, I don't know. Okay. The family graveyard is set off to the side of the house. Headstone inscribed with the surnames of the unfortunate. Novakovsky, Padilla, and Marquez. Let's head into the house of the Marquez and see if someone can fix up Conway's... Okay. You were helping him walk, and when you get to the stairs, you're just gonna not help him? Oh yeah, he's just like, stairs, not a problem. I'm just gonna bada bim bada boom walk straight up the stairs without needing help. And then we get to the flat ground of the house, I was like, oh my leg, oof. I'm gonna stop fooling around. So, this is where she was. Yeah, makes sense. This was where Weaver and her parents lived. They took out a bunch of loans, you know, and then had this place built. Do you have any debts? I never really had any collateral. I owe some people some apologies. Well, you're lucky. That's all you owe. My parents were like that, until the company store found a way to get to them. For my dad, it was the tokens to run the fans and air purifiers, and for my mom, it was canaries. Two solutions to the same problem, but they sure sounded different. Weaver had debt too. A lot of it. All tuition. She said she was a mathematician or something. Yeah, she studied some esoteric stuff about something about using math to translate between Spanish and English. I think eventually Weaver put those math skills to work on all the red numbers in the family checkbook and got a clear sense of just how hopeless their situation was. So she left. I guess she just drove away in the middle of the night. They woke up in the morning and the car was gone, never came back. Until tonight. She seemed really focused on that old TV. Oh, that's not something you see every day. That old TV right there? Well, that is a damned antique for you. I had a model like that in the shop once, but I had to sell it off to make rent. Most painful decision I ever made. Say, do you mind if I open it up? Looks like the dials are all corroded, and the screen is leaking light a bit. Come on, I bet Lysette would never forgive you for letting a specimen like that fall into despair. Let's fix the TV. Oh. Oh yeah, these tubes are all messed up. Look like they have been in a swamp or a cave or something. There's moss growing on this one. That's okay. I have a few spares in my bag here. Here. I pulled this one out of an old computer monitor. Just needs to be recalibrated a bit. Okay. That oughta... Should be seeing something now. Are you seeing anything? A little bit to the left. Damn. Okay. Here, I think the contacts are dirty. Now don't go telling my customers I clean off old vacuum tubes with spit. There. Just gotta turn it north, south, and... Oh. That's interesting. Okay. That's interesting indeed. End of Act 1. Cool. Oh, jeez. Ah, cool. Act 1, limits and demonstrations. Act 2, the entertainment. Act 3, here and there along the echo. Act 4, Pueblo de Nada. Act 5. I can't read it. Limits and demonstration. Oh no! It was supposed to be turned. Limits and demonstration are Act 2. I just finished Act 1, which is why it was crossed out. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end this episode here because I really should get to bed because I'm going off to work in 9 hours. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and good night. Man, I love this game.